All right, it looks like we're good to go. What is going on, you guys? Welcome to tonight's call. If you're watching the live, let me know in the comments where you're calling in from. Also, if you watch the replay, do the same. Why not, right? Now, on this live, I want to give you an update on EIFI and the Etherconnect ecosystem launch of the tokens of EIFI. And we're going to talk about some pros, some cons, what I didn't like about it, what I liked about it. And you guys can feel free to jump in and give your 2 cents as well. Make sure that if you are giving some sort of criticism, make sure that it's constructive and they're not spamming the comments, okay? So with that being said, if you like the idea of learning how to make money with crypto, learning how to make money online in general, affiliate marketing, and just the tools and resources that's going to help you create a life and business full of freedom, passion, fulfillment, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I'm going live frequently. I'm uploading videos frequently. And I like to just document my journey, show you guys what's working, show you guys what's not working, so you guys can duplicate my success or, of course, learn from my mistakes. That's what this is all about. So, disclaimer before we go ahead and get started, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I just simply show you guys what it is that I'm doing. No hype, no fluff, no filler. And then you guys can make your own educated decision. Do you want to get into crypto? Do you want to get into this project? That's completely up to you. Of course, I legally can't advise you to get into any project or any program. I can just give you the education to hopefully help you make an educated decision. Okay, as always, I like my videos to be completely non-biased. So I want this video to be as non-biased as possible. These videos are non-scripted, by the way, you guys. I don't have a teleprompter or anything. I pretty much just speak from the heart, speak from the top of my head, and just try to remain authentic and genuine with you guys. So again, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. So first, let's talk about what I didn't like. Should we talk about the bad stuff first, you guys? I think we'll talk about the bad stuff first. What did I not like about this launch? Well, in the Telegram chat, they were not transparent about how this this token sell was going to work from beginning to end. Now, we talked a lot about the beginning, but the end was, okay, you're going to get your tokens, but we don't know if you're going to be selling those tokens on PancakeSwap or if you're going to be selling those tokens privately. Even if that statement was stated on the calls that I may have missed, they should have been transparent in the Telegram group, because what they told me was, hey, you can sell your tokens for BNB or sell them for Panda Inu token, which gave me the impression that just like when we earn interest on Etherconnect coin, that when we withdraw, we get paid through Ethereum. That's via Done, the Etherconnect site. Well, I thought the same thing was going to apply when it came to selling off your EIFI tokens. And a lot of people thought, okay, it's going to be 10% per month. But like 1% per day was maximum, right? Well, we've soon realized it was actually 10% per month. So I decided to take my 10% withdraw today. And so again, about that whole sales process on how we sell our tokens was not completely 100% transparent. Again, maybe I missed something. You guys let me know in the comments. Did they actually, give us that information? I don't think they gave us all that information in complete detail. Another thing that I didn't like, it took a lot of people, a lot of time just to get their deposit or their withdraw, I guess you could say, their withdraw to their MetaMask wallet or their deposit to their MetaMask wallet from, Etherconnect for the EIFI tokens. That took a while. A lot of you guys were waiting hours. A lot of you guys waited most of the day. And that was unfortunate too. Did not like that. Some people, hopefully everybody's gotten their withdraw at this point in time. I understand their infrastructure, the team that they've got. I'm sure their team's out in India. We know that a lot of the staff is from the UK. They've outsourced a lot of this to India. They've taken the idea and they've said, hey, you guys go execute on it. And they probably ran into a lot of troubles that are just unknown. You just don't know how to deal and overcome with those troubles until you've met them in the face, right? And so they probably didn't know, okay, a lot of people are going to be withdrawing at once. This might crash the site once again. and the site continues to crash every time there's a big sell going on, which I get that happens, but you would hope that they would improve. I mean, it's 2021, right? You'd think that they would get a better infrastructure, better servers, faster servers to take a heavier load. But again, I'm not a programmer, guys. I'm not an expert when it comes to this stuff. Maybe that, quite frankly, doesn't exist, or it costs a hell of a lot of money, right? So with that being said, though, those are cons. Another con is, and this doesn't matter, this is not related to EIFI or Etherconnect, is the fact that, people buy tokens late. They buy at the top. That's with anything, guys. With any token, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if you bought at the very top of Bitcoin, if there was a ceiling, right, hypothetically, you bought Bitcoin when it was at 65 and it dipped down to 28, you lost a lot of money, right? You lost some funds. Same thing with this. You buy at the top, unfortunately, it doesn't work out. And so when I first get involved in a token, I let people know this is the first part of the sell. This is when the token is the cheapest, and that's always the best time to get in. Okay, I will block people that continue to spam the comments. Okay, so B4U Global, I'm just going to go ahead and put you in timeout. Please do not spam the comments. I will get to you guys when I get to you guys at the end of my explanation here. Okay, I'll answer all your questions. If you guys can't wait, I'm just going to go ahead and block you. Okay, so treat this live with respect. I'll treat you guys with respect in return. Okay, so those are a few cons that I didn't like. Another one that I didn't like is when you go to bog.finance, I'm going to share the screen with you guys. So let me jump over to the screen. We'll go ahead and share it. And I had alluded to this just briefly, very, very briefly. Just make sure I'm on the right window here, you guys. Okay, so check this out. You can actually exchange EIFI for like USDT, which I did right here. So you don't have to exchange for BNB or Panda Inu, which were the only two options they gave us. They should have said very clearly, you will be selling on PancakeSwap. You have all kinds of options. Here's what, I don't know, we would prefer. Maybe you can't even say that, but hey, here are your options, and give us our options. They didn't say that. I ended up converting into USDT for that first 10%. I think I sold most of my tokens right around $2.50. Again, we still have allocation available. I did make a little bit of money, which is great on my first withdraw for the first month. I made my initial investment back, which was cool. A lot of you guys did. Most of you guys did. Okay, because most of you guys are watching this, got in the earliest. Okay, so congratulations to you for taking action. We've still got quite a few withdrawals left. We got like, what is it? I think we got like 10 left or something. I'm trying to remember, based on, it depends on how much you've got, of course, but got a few withdrawals left. Actually, a lot more than 10, I believe, or 10 sounds about right when I do the math in my head. Okay, never try and do math as you're doing a live. But we got about 10 withdrawals left for the most part, for most people. Okay, so last thing I didn't like, I was going to show you guys, is you go to bog.finance, right? The 24-hour volume, 3.79 million, great. Liquidity, why is liquidity 81,359, but the market cap is 222 million? I understand there's a part of this that's locked up, right? Part of this is locked up because we were only able to, take out 10%. But is it $222 million worth? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe that's true. That's just kind of something I'm looking at. And I'm wondering, why is the market cap so high, but the liquidity is so low? Only 82,121. Interesting. And apparently bog.finance gets their data directly from the Binance Smart Chain. So most people would say that this is fairly accurate. Now, another good thing, I mean, the price is stabilizing between, $1.64 up to, $2.50 or so. So that's good. That's good stuff. I will say, if you are somebody that is complaining because, you lost money or whatever happened, it's not because EIFI scammed out. This was not a rug pull. From what I'm seeing right here, I'm telling you guys, I'm a skeptic about a few things, as you should be. I'm looking at the data, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning about, how the crypto world works. This DeFi stuff is still very, very new. These ICOs that come out are still very, very new to many of us. So we have to remain patient, vigilant. We have to question a few things. So I'm questioning that the liquidity versus the market cap. $246 million market cap. That's a lot of money. Only $86,000 in liquidity. Kind of raises I'd probably say a yellow flag, maybe possibly a red flag. But again, I need to educate myself in that area. But that is something to look at, you guys, something to pay close attention to. Okay, I honestly thought that when they said yesterday that there's two ways to sell your tokens, BNB, or you can get Panda Inu. I thought these are going to be sold leveraging the liquidity that's within the private sell buyers inside of Etherconnect. Well, that obviously didn't happen. And even selling off your tokens, there was huge slippage. There was high slippage. I couldn't sell more than 500 to 600 tokens at once. And the reason the slippage is so high, you guys, is because liquidity is so low. There's not a lot of tokens circulating, in the liquidity. Then, you're going to have a higher slippage amount, and that just essentially represents not just slippage, but I'm not just saying slippage. I mean price impact. The price impact is going to be super, super high. Okay, so we're talking like you sell 600, 500 tokens. They're taking 8% away from you off the top, 8 to 12%. So that can add up over time. That's a high percentage. I'd rather be able to sell my tokens with price impact being, like if you were to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's like 0.5%, if that, probably lower than that, right? So, and that's because of the liquidity, lower liquidity, you're going to have a higher price impact, which means if the token is worth $2, it's really worth like $1.50 or $1.25 based off of the price impact, depending on what that price impact is, of course, right? So Mama Kata said devs did not put much liquidity. Yeah, they didn't put enough liquidity. They should have put more liquidity. Maybe there was a reason behind that. Again, I've never launched a coin, guys. I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff, just like we all are. Good news is most everybody that got in the initial coin offering broke even in the first 10% release, and everything else moving forward is going to be all profit. So that's really, really cool to see. So Fisher says most of the time market cap is a trap. And as we're going along here, guys, if I'm saying some stuff you guys know the answers to, please let me know. Let me know. I'm drawing my ego and listen. Okay, so that's what I didn't like. What I liked, of course, is the fact, and I explained some of this already, the fact that, whoever got in at 10, 15 cents, 20 cents, even $1, still, made some money today, right? Maybe not on their overall deposit, but they still made money today. And that's cool to see. Like that's from 16 cents to $1.53. What X is that? That's definitely is that a 10X? Should be easily a 10X, right? If I do $1.53, or I'm sorry, is it 16 cents? Let's see. Let me do the math here, you guys. Yeah, I think that's like 10X. So 10X, 16 times 10. Yeah, 10X. I sold off right around $2.50 though, so even better. So I did more than 10X. Got my initial investment back. That's still a success, you guys. Yet there's a lot of people complaining, So look at that and make judgment. If you're somebody that's brand new to crypto and you're not quite at break even or profit, it's a possibility you might be next month or the month after that, right? So never once did I tell people, you need to invest this amount, or I force you to get into this project. If you don't get in this project, you're going to miss out. There's a lot of promoters that do that, because they want to make a quick buck. They want to drive the price up. They want to do the Wall Street bets thing. I get that, but I want to remain transparent with you guys as much as I can. Okay. We got people that got in, at different amounts, $1, 50 cents, 20 cents, 15 cents, and this is a learning experience. You guys are learning this stuff. Congratulations. You'll never make the same mistake twice. If you got in at a high amount, next time, if you're going to take a risk on on something to get in a lot earlier, right? Were you able to withdraw 100K from 1 million? Of course not, because I told you can only pull out 10%. But at the end of the day, if the price remains at this price right here, I'll definitely be able to withdraw around 100K. So that'd be really cool if I'm able to do that. We will see. We'll see what happens. But things still look promising. I wish they, of course, had the DEX released before they went ahead and gave us our tokens, so we'd have more stakers. That would provide more liquidity versus people just selling off. So that was something, again, on the negative side that I would have liked. We keep kind of jumping on the negative side, but the positive still outweighs the negative. I was able to, eventually sell my tokens and make my initial investment back. So that was really, really cool. And then some, an extra profit of about $2,000. So Don says, I have not received my tokens. Okay, this is another negative. People trying to get their tokens, and it takes them forever to get their tokens. Again, I'm not a developer. I wish this is, they don't have a support desk. Another negative, right? So again, getting involved in these things, make sure you are next time aware of, do they have a support desk? For me, it was like, very much, they've got a big presence. I'm willing to take a risk on this and kind of figure things out along the way. So I've realized you want to take calculated risks, but a lot of times too, successful people make decisions quickly and they change their mind slowly. Don't let your criticism and overthinking get in the way of your success as well. Okay. So the withdrawal limit is back 10%. Again, I'm not gonna do customer service here. This is just giving you guys an update, and I want you guys to add to the conversation and not a bunch of tech questions. If there's something that's been asked that I haven't answered, that hasn't been answered a million times, I'll gladly do my best to help out. Okay. But overall, I still think the project is promising. Contrary to what the blogs are saying, oh, this is a rug pull. Again, they're selling this other token to run away with people's money, and they might say, well, there's a bunch of people that didn't make money. And it's like, well, it's with any token, guys. If it's Dogecoin, if it's Ethereum, any token out there, right? You don't want to be the last person to buy. If you're the last person to buy, you're not making money. You want to be early to the party. And that goes without saying. So just because this company is attached to another company that isn't, got in trouble a few years ago, and, that makes people more cautious. Completely get that, completely understand. So now let's jump to, now that we've kind of talked about all that, 10% again next month. The DEX is going to be huge because 2,000% APY. Hopefully that lasts for quite a while because APY tends to go down quickly, but that'll still help. Hopefully it's a rivalry of PancakeSwap. Hopefully their DEX provides high yields for a long amount of time. And that's what I'm hoping for. So now that we've covered that, Panda Inu. Okay, if we look at what just happened with EIFI, if you got in early, most people made money. Pretty much everybody made money or broke even on the first 10% release, just the first 10% release. Okay, people made money. That's awesome to hear. So let's talk about Panda Inu. Do I think that this is going to replicate that? I think it's actually done better, right? Worst case scenario, you guys are here at the party. Round one is over. Round two, private sell still. This is still the private sell. We're still going through round two. I believe if I were to get in round two, and fortunately enough, I got in round one, round two, you're likely still safe. For sure, 100%. That's what I believe. And maybe I shouldn't say the word 100%. So scratch 100% because that might not be politically correct in this crypto world. But I believe most of the time, if you get involved in the private sell, you buy at the bottom, you're break even unless there's a rug pull or you're making money. Okay, so I think private sell round two, you're still good. Private sell round three, you get in the beginning of private sell round three, you're still good because if you've noticed in round two, the price keeps going up. In round one, the price stayed the same. So round two, for every percentage of completion of that private sale, the price is going up. It's not stagnant. So not everybody's getting it for the same price. Same thing with sale number 3, price continues to go up for every buyer. So I believe it's still very, very new. It's still very, very early. And me personally, I would still make the decision to get in. Okay. If you want to know more about Panda Inu, how that works, I got a link right here. You can go to www.hightickethelp.com/PI. Okay. Panda Inu is pumped by hype. Guys, that's marketing. Every coin is pumped by hype. Doge was pumped by hype and marketing. Most coins, I shouldn't say every coin, because there's coins that have awesome utility, bad marketing, or no hype marketing. And it takes them a lot longer for the public to become aware of them, but they eventually become successful. So there needs to be a balance of hype. Don't hype it up to the point where you're, telling people what to do, how to do it. You legally can't do that. Yeah, round 2 is currently at 83% sold of Panda Inu, so there's still time, which is awesome. But I want people to let me know in the comments, who got in early in EIFI, and how many of you guys have broke even or made money? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, you did say in the last video it wasn't marketed properly. Yes, I alluded to that. I'm talking about the public sell, though. Private sell, yeah, they marketed it with hype. How they went about hyping it up and telling people to buy more, I'm not the one saying that. That's something that I can't personally do. Once with Panda Inu withdrawal happens, the token will hover around a penny. That is still profitable for the private investors. Yes, it is. And hopefully, again, the mistakes that they made with EIFI, hopefully they learn from them. They need to market the public sell properly. They did not market the public sell like they could have. What they did, this is all they did, is they threw some tokens in a liquidity pool, and they're like, hey, guys, go play in this pool and play around with them. They did not provide enough liquidity. That's what they should have done. There needed to be more liquidity, and hopefully they've learned from that. Again, stepping stones. Transparency is everything. If they came to the community and said, hey, guys, we want to be transparent. This is what happened. This is what didn't happen. This is what we're going to improve upon for Panda Inu. Wouldn't you guys be more trustful of them? You probably would be, right? Yeah, Rob's got a good point. ECC should be doing banner ads on all top crypto sites. I completely agree, my man. I got in at 15 cents on EFI, still broke even right now with some profit after the DEX is released. I believe EIFI will go back to over $30, and it very well could do that, you guys. So yeah, overall, guys, it was a success. It was a success. Some hiccups along the way, but I'm satisfied with the results. I'm not going to lie. Initially, I was pretty pissed off. I couldn't pull out my tokens. Everybody's telling me the price keeps going down. The price is dumping. The price is dumping. And then it finally rebounded, found its bottom, and things are looking decent right now. Honestly, I thought it would go down to cents, like 20 cents, 30 cents, but it's stabilized at $1.50. And the more incentive that this community has, because this is a very, very strong community that we have here. And we need more incentive for people to, of course, purchase, because there's real utility, right? And the coin, it actually achieves something. It does something. But that's why they need to come out with the DEX, or else the coin is worthless. And that's why right now, as we know, it's worthless. Panda Inu, of course, that token represents the digital cryptocurrency wallet that they're developing. Let's see. So yeah, so far everybody that's told me, that got in early on round 1 or the initial sell of EIFI has made money. So that's cool. We're broke even. And I think this is the wrong mindset to have. I don't want to put you on blast. I really regret buying Panda Inu now after all the investors of EIFI turned out sad. Guys, this is what keeps, I hate to say it, I don't want to point you out, but this is what keeps people broke, is this sort of mentality. You guys get burned once, it sucks. I hate it. I don't want that for anybody. but you don't use that as a lesson. You look at it like a negative instead of a lesson to be learned. So when you come back around the next time, you know what to expect, and strategically, you know what to do. Buy earlier, for example. Put your slippage at a certain level in Pancake Swap. Buy at $500 lots or 500 token lots instead of 1,000 token lots. You start learning these different things, because I've been a part of a few private sales. So this is where you guys learn by doing instead of just watching. You guys have to do. You have to break stuff. You have to make mistakes. But I always say, if you're just learning and you want to get started, you can feel free to start with an amount you're comfortable with, not betting the freaking house, right? Do you have to have Trust Wallet or MetaMask first? I like MetaMask. That's what I suggest. And that's what I talk about. If you go to www.hightickethelp.com/PI, I show you, I believe in that video, I show you how to set up MetaMask. Yeah, they should have never released any tokens without launching the AMM DEX. I agree with that too. They should have launched the DEX first. But I'm sure, they made promises to us, and then the tech team wasn't done by today. So like, well, we just promised the community that we would release the tokens today. And now they're going to think that we're a bunch of scammers. So guys, I'm thinking of this from a business owner's perspective, which you guys should be doing too as well as a consumer. What can we do? Hold or sell EIFI? I can't advise on what you should do with the coins. I can tell you what I did is my first goal was to get into break even. So I sold my coins so I'd be in break even. I even made a little bit of profit. As MCS said, it's still very optimistic about Panda Inu. Hopefully the mistakes the EIFI team made, they've learned what not to do. I think the Panda Inu launch will launch more smoothly. I agree too. Hopefully they've learned from that. And I hope you guys see this isn't, I'm not some insider. I'm not covering for anybody. I've gotten on this live from my head and my heart, told you guys the pros and the cons of what I think of this and what I plan on doing moving forward. Which again, private sales, great. Once they go public, I'd like to say that's in God's hands, right? Public sales are much different, freely tradable, more volatility up and down. You're day trading, you're having to deal with that volatility. So if that's something you guys want to do, great. But there's consequences of buying public as well as buying private, with them holding your tokens for a certain amount of time, right? Do you think there will be more coins launching connected to ECC? I think there will be. Yeah, I think they want to create an ecosystem. But that's, if they're going to release more tokens, they need to make sure they got success stories of people getting results, not just affiliates getting results. We're talking traders getting results. So yeah, a lot of people have not got the withdraw yet. Hopefully they push that through. Hopefully they make that happen. And again, that's one of the risks, right, guys? That's one of the risks. And that's why, be cautious. You guys might be holding. I could see this continue to dip lower as people get their withdrawals, get angry, and then just sell off and be in profit or be negative instead of hold and wait it out and be a long-term investor. It's completely up to them though, right? Completely up to them. Joel, what's going on, my man? Welcome to the call. Yeah, at least 10 people I know withdraw at 10 a.m. They still do not receive the coin. Guys, please let me know. Keep me up to date because there's a lot of people, a lot of teams out there. I will not talk or be representative of a company where people aren't getting their funds. I know it's going to take some time, right? There's funds held up because of their system, their infrastructure, their technology. I get that. So please keep me up to date if you guys continue to have those issues, because I want to know about it. But I didn't have a problem. The rest of my team didn't have a problem. So they're good to go, which is good to hear. But I'm noticing that extended people on other teams are having some issues. So officially, this launch was not a scam, which is good to hear. Now, if you guys aren't receiving your tokens, that's a different conversation, and we'll be sure to talk about that. Okay. Cool, guys. Any other last questions? If you guys want to continue to get updates on crypto, on ways to build an online business, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tick the bell icon, and you'll get notified of when I go live, when I upload videos. Looks like Rob hasn't received any tokens yet. Okay, Rob. Ratchet hasn't yet. I tried doing the 0.4 withdrawal and it took 24 hours. Okay. I withdrew my 10% today and it's still pending. And make sure you guys, you enter the Google Authenticator code, okay? And you also enter the email code. You need to enter both. So you guys might be not receiving your tokens because you haven't entered those two codes in. You got to make sure that you do that. So again, we don't want to be spreading false information because you didn't know how something worked, which I'm assuming most of you guys do, but I'm just letting you know. Yeah, and free life, Toss is correct. Good advice here. Getting burned is part of crypto. If you let it discourage you, you won't take the risks that pay off big. I got in a big, speaking big, I got in a Bitcoin long position. Took only like $1,000 in profit. And I mentioned to my team, I'm putting in a long position because Ethereum was going crazy and Bitcoin was like staying at 46. And look, now it's at 49 and I got out of the position too soon, which, hey, it happens. It's just part of the game. Let's see, perhaps I'm wrong, but this is what I expected. I mean, the price of EIF I got was because of the low supply. It's difficult for me to believe that this is a price for someone. EIFI will get its value back. Pavel Kama says that. Awesome. Thanks for your input, Pavel. Appreciate it. Yep, it's just the early days. Let's see. Kindly do a quick talk on how to withdraw. A lot are doing it wrong. Yeah, I'd be happy to show you guys if you guys want to see that. It's not a problem. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on one second. Let's see. Let me go ahead and refresh this. It's pretty simple, you guys. You need to make sure. I don't want to show any personal information. That's the thing here, you guys. So I'm just going to explain it to you, okay? When you're in your Etherconnect dashboard, you go to account, and then you go to update wallet, and make sure that you put your EIFI wallet address there first. That's step number one, right? After you've done that, you've updated, you need to make sure right below the wallet icon, you go to 2FA, which is two-factor authentication, and you need to enable Google Authenticator. Okay, that's step two. Step three, then you click on the EIFI dropdown and click on Withdraw EIFI. Then you're going to enter your amount. Whatever that amount is, the 10% of what you got in your balance, you're going to be able to withdraw that. And then when you withdraw that, it's going to go straight to your Binance Smart Chain, on the Binance Smart Chain in your MetaMask wallet. Okay. And then from there, you can go to PancakeSwap and you can sell your tokens, or you can just simply hold your tokens. I want to pronounce your name. I think it's Shaikh. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. That's why I never say it, my man. He says, this is the same team which brought their early project from 10 cents to $450. So it's awesome to know that's the same team. See, Rob, this is where you've been. Everybody was misinformed on this. You can withdraw 10% per month. You can withdraw 10% on the first day if you want to. Don, I would recommend, my man, and I'm sorry to hear that, email support@etherconnect.co. And again, I'm going to do another call, guys, in a couple days. I'm going to let the dust settle, and then I'm going to ask you guys the same question. Were you guys able to get your tokens? And if you didn't, we'll take note of that, of course. But it's still very early. And we've got, look how big the group is, guys. We have hundreds of thousands. that they're fulfilling on, and that is taking some time. So just know that in itself, therein lies a risk. Amen. Appreciate that, man. From now on, I'll call you Amen. But overall, guys, it was a great launch for most people that were a part of the private sale, because I'm talking to private sale buyers right now. You know, if you were in early part of the private sale, boom, you had success. If you were later, think about next time on another project. You guys learned something here, and now you can implement what you learned on the next project. Okay. Thank you so much for jumping on. If you guys want to learn more about the private sale of Panda Inu, and now that you guys understand the risks, all that stuff, there's going to be a link in the description below. Go to www.hightickethelp.com/PI. I will tell you personally, the amount that I put in, that I personally invested into EIFI was about $77,000. I ended up being able to pull out my first 10% and convert that to 10,000 US dollars. Made about $3,000 profit just on the first 10%. Pretty cool stuff. This is no recruiting, nothing of that nature. Just simply investing my money in a coin, timing the market correctly, timing when I got in correctly, and I was able to get into profit. So that's cool. So everything after this is going to be icing on the cake, which is always good to hear, right? So if you guys did lose something, make sure that you learn from this. We move forward together. We learn from each other. We don't become victims of our own demise. And if there's anybody out shouting how much money they lost and scam this, scam that, and you blame other people, that is the completely wrong way of going about this. If you were miseducated, that's one thing. If somebody told you to put the house on this, go get a second mortgage, it's something that I don't stand for, right? You always invest what you're willing to lose in a crypto, okay? And if you want to come and blame me, that's unfortunate, because that's not what I, tell people, okay? So thank you so much, you guys. Free live toss, congratulations. Picked up a quick $1,400 this morning on a long ETH. Nice, man. I'm going to wait maybe the weekend, see if this dips a little bit to get back into my next trade. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. Okay. Amin says no one will lose here. He's confident in that. Appreciate your input, my man. Let's stay vigilant and love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And make sure that you help each other out. Okay. In the Telegram group, have personal conversations with one another. If you're new, you guys just figured out how to withdraw. Teach somebody else how to withdraw. Okay. Be friends, build a community, build connections. All right, guys. And I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And we'll talk to you very, very soon. Make sure, again, you subscribe to the channel to get updated videos like this, more ways, strategies on how to make money with crypto, what I'm doing, how to build an online business. And of course, give me a like. Please smash the like button. Let's go ahead and kill the algorithm. More people can see this and can learn from it. Okay. Much love, you guys. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.